There are scenes from your childhood that never leave you, not because they were necessarily scary, but because they were emotional war crimes. You could forget the movie. You could forget the plot. You could forget every other human character that exists within the film. Because let's be honest, nobody rented Short Circuit 2 for the humans. But one thing we never forgot, oh no, one thing we never forgot is what they did to Johnny Five in Short Circuit 2. Because of course Hollywood would take a film about a fun-loving robot that we enjoyed from the first Short Circuit, give us a sequel and say, you know what? Let's scar every child that ever watches this film. But if we're being honest with ourselves, the 1980s really was one long trust exercise that usually ended in trauma. But of course, one begs the question, why was it so traumatizing? What made this scene so effective? Well, to start, much like the first Short Circuit movie, it spends its runtime convincing you that it is safe. It's just Johnny Five going around the big city, getting into shenanigans and meeting people. It's a family movie. It's cute. It's fun. Johnny Five is adorable. He's funny. He's innocent. Movie wants you to love him. And you do. You really, really do. It's like a little kid or a tiny puppy. And that is why what happens feels like an emotional assault. Because typically when villains attack our hero in most traditional action movies, it's cool, it's awesome, it's explosions. But that's not what happens here. Because of this movie, Johnny Five goes out into the city, and yes, it is as funny as you would think, but one thing that does become clear over the course of the film is that Johnny Five still has trouble telling the difference between good and bad. And as such, he does come across this group of people, the Los Locos, and he does help them unknowingly steal car radios and such. And then we get one of the most unintentionally insane lines ever spoken in a PG movie.
Los locos kick your ass. Los locos kick your face. Los locos kick your balls into outer space.
I love that 1980s family entertainment. But of course, this scene was a precursor, if you will, a setup just to show the innocence of Johnny Five. Because the Los Locos are not the true villains of the film. Oh no, it's this guy right here. And he can go straight to hell. Because the overarching villain plot is that this guy is trying to get some rare jewels. And of course, here comes Johnny Five. He just wants to help. He just wants to be useful. And so Johnny Five helps him out. And Oscar achieves his goal. He gets his diamonds. And to Johnny Five's credit, he eventually does realize that Oscar is using him to, well, commit crime and does try to stop him. But then it happens.
No, please, I'm alive. No, stop. No, do not kill me.
The movie! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it!
He reacts like someone dying. That's what makes it awful. He sounds scared. He sounds confused. He doesn't understand why this is happening. Johnny Five was just supposed to make us laugh. That was it. And that is why it worked. But they don't stop there. Oh, no. No, it doesn't end yet. Somehow, some way, it gets worse. Because after the attack, we now see Johnny Five trying to drag himself to safety. Broken, barely functioning, falling apart. Because now this robot doesn't feel like a robot at all. He feels vulnerable. He feels human. That scene ruined people. And if you were a kid in the 80s and 90s like I was, you know exactly how this scene felt. Again, having recently rewatched the movie just for this video, it is still an incredibly effective scene. Maybe even more now because as an adult, I can now understand why it hurt. It wasn't just scary, it was cruel. And cruelty sticks, which is also probably why a lot of people in our generation have trust issues. And so here we have yet another brief moment of terror. So now I want to know what you thought about this scene. Did it hit you as hard as it hit me? Were there other scenes from kids' movies that traumatized you as a child? Please leave your comments in the comment section below.
And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with some friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell for more comic book content. And if you're wondering what to watch next, consider one of these 2 videos. Alright, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.